It also allows you to feel more empowered. This empowerment card is sitting in your heart chakra. So this gives you more empowerment to be able to share love with others when you're in union with yourself, when your energies are all balanced within you. Come on in. Welcome to a new week. I hope that you had a really good weekend and that this week is starting out great for you. Wanted to remind you that tomorrow is the last day of registration for Spiritual Kindergarten. Tomorrow's class includes learning about all the clairs. There's 9 of them. If you'd like to know how all these extrasensory perceptions are working in your world, you need to be in that class tomorrow. Drop beta in the comments below and I will send you all the details. Okay, so here we go. This is a general reading. If it doesn't fit, don't try to make it. By liking, subscribing, and turning on notifications, you're sending a message to the universe that you are looking for a reading, and that intention will eventually have a reading be here for you. Okay. By the way, if you're new here, my name is Wendy with an E. And I like to read from root to crown to give you a full picture of what is happening in the Divine Feminine Collective, in their energetic system. So today, last week I was talking about how the feminine energies were coming over and into the masculine side of the body. And in my own reading this morning, it was made very clear that the feminine is in full union with herself now. So the energies are mixing to a point where she is going to be automatically going back and forth between the two in such a way that's symbiotic. Instead of falling into her wounded on one side and falling into wounded on her other side, she is going to be hustling and flowing and doing the things so that she is no longer in either of her wounded spaces. And that brings about a blessed change in the crown chakra. Because when you are in union with yourself, you're no longer fighting against all those energies that were once causing you a lot of confusion. This allows for you to be open to the energies that are downloading and being transmuted through your system. When our energies are in harmony with each other, there's less resistance. There is more surrender to what is. This happened to me a couple of years ago, so I have learned. Now, that being said, that doesn't mean that when you're in union with yourself that you don't fall into the feminine and get a little too lazy on some points and unmotivated, and other times you don't still get a little harsh and critical, because we do still kind of fall in and out of things because we're still learning. But eventually you get to a point where you are nicely balanced within your own energies, and that makes everything better. It also allows you to feel more empowered. This empowerment card is sitting in your heart chakra. So this gives you more empowerment to be able to share love with others when you're in union with yourself, when your energies are all balanced within you. It's so much easier to speak love into the world, to share empowerment with others, to help pick up others when they aren't feeling 100% themselves, right? This card is telling you that you are more powerful than you realize, and it's safe for you to be powerful. The feelings that come along with being in union with yourself means there's not so much friction happening in here. You know what your heart wants, you know what your heart needs to say, and you're more willing to speak it. Okay, in the root chakra, because again, once we are, there's a sparrow peeking in my window. That's really cute. When you are in alignment, that allows for the miracles and the synchronicities to start dropping in. And these synchronicities are dropping in the root chakra area, which means they're dropping in to provide you with stability, with financial abilities, with security and community. Your prayers are being answered by synchronistic events. Notice them in order to increase their flow. As you continue to keep this beautiful divine feminine energy in alignment, in flow inside yourself, again, as we're talking about these blessed changes, allowing for divine inspiration to come in, synchronicities are a sign that the magic is working in your life. So allow whatever energetic changes are happening in your world to come in and embrace them, and notice the synchronicities that are showing you what is going on, because you are being helped. Anything that you need to say in this throat chakra position, you are being helped. You're not in this alone. You're not speaking the truth by yourself. You're here as an instrument of God. Heaven is working behind the scenes to help you, even if you don't see the results yet. So you may be speaking your truth out into the world and not seeing anything return to you. That's pretty typical. But your sacral chakra is asking you to stay optimistic, that what you're in the process of creating is still in the cocooning stage and still needs time to cook, right? Your dreams are coming true. Don't quit right before the miracle occurs. So stay optimistic, simplify your life, eliminate clutter from your home and work life to balance the flow of activities. Now, I don't know if you've ever noticed, when you have mental health issues, you tend to accumulate clutter. And I know, because I've had some pretty serious mental health issues in my past, and I've accumulated a lot of things. Those things really block your energetic alignment with anything else, because clutter is noise. Things that are not sitting in your world in a way that they are being productive are just things that are noise. So eliminate clutter from your home and work life to balance the flow of activities. In your solar plexus, this card is telling you that you are, instead of being in this empowerment in your heart, you are in a place that your solar plexus, like, it feels really dark. This simplifying will help to eliminate the clutter, and that clutter and all of the energy that's attached to it leaves your world, which will expand your world and expand how you feel about yourself. And the more you start to take control of it, the more you're going to feel better about everything going on in your world. You might need help doing that, but in your third eye, we have the yes card. So whatever your next step is, however all of this flows in together in terms of how these energies are working in your life, where the support is coming from, this card in your third eye says your intuition is correct and take action accordingly. So all of this is talking about how to move through experiencing this balanced energy in your system. Get quiet, center yourself inside your body, meditate if you need to, do a grounding meditation, and just see where your energy is sitting inside your body. Is it feeling balanced? Because the more I sit in the feminine collective energies, the more I feel this very strong sense of self and sense of balance and sense of, I am not doing this anymore. I am centering myself. And everything that comes from that is what is meant to be in my world. So that is everything the cards have for you today. Thank you so much for being here. If something in here resonated with you and you'd like to dive a little more deeply, personals are open. All the ways you can work with me are in my link tree in the description box below. Spiritual Kindergarten, last chance to register. Comment beta in the comments and I will get in touch with you with all the details. And as always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and have a great rest of your day. I love you. Mwah.